Hi guys, welcome back. Well, today's video is going to be an empties video. Now, I normally let my empties pile up to the point where I have tons to talk about, and then I end up having to split my empties videos up into like two parts. So what I'm going to try and do from now on is make these a more regular part of my content. So I'll try and do empties videos every month, and then that should be a little bit more manageable. And then I get to also show you what I'm using up kind of on a monthly basis. So I've got lots of things to talk about today, all in here, including some makeup items, and there's just a nice variety of different products in there. So I think I'm going to dive in, and I will start off with some of the makeup items. So first of all, there is this concealer here, and this is from Maybelline, and this is the Pure Cover Mineral Concealer. And this was in the shade number 2 Natural, and I really liked this concealer. It was a really nice one, and at the time when I purchased this I did purchase a backup as well, so I have another one of these to go through, but I'm kind of so happy that I used this one all up already. And I did even remove the stopper in the top there just so that I could get right in there and scrape around the edges and kind of just get as much product out of there as I could. So yeah, there's just a minuscule amount left in there now, but I'm pretty confident to say that is good enough as empty for me. So I did like this a lot, and I do have another one to go through. Another concealer I've used up is this one. Now this is pretty unrecognisable now because all of the writing has worn off, but this was the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade number 1 Fair. I love this concealer. I've purchased it so many times in the past, and I already have repurchased it again and have a few backups sitting around because I just cannot be without it. When I have been without it, I've really missed it and ended up having to repurchase it again. Now, it's not without its problems. It can be quite dry, and especially under the eye area it can get quite cakey. But in terms of providing full coverage and really lasting all day, this is so good for the price. It's about £4 and it really does work wonders. It's very kind of usable as a under eye concealer. Maybe not for everyone because, like I say, it is prone to creasing, but you can kind of work with it, especially when it's more freshly opened and the consistency is more blendable and more wet. As it starts to dry up, it's definitely one that is better for using as a blemish concealer. But like I say, the coverage this has, it's just so good. It really is, and I love it. But it might not be for everyone, but for the price and for the coverage, I think it's unbeatable at the drugstore. Although there are some other concealers that I would like to try that may well just become new favourites, like for instance the Maybelline Instant Eye eraser thing, whatever that is, the one that has the little sponge tip applicator. That one looks really good, and I've heard good things about it, and I've never tried it. So now I've used up a couple of concealers, might be a good time to try out some new concealers. So let's see, what else have I got? I've got this eyeliner from Max Factor, and this is the Max Factor Excess Intensity Longwear Eyeliner in the shade 06. So this is a lovely brown shade, and I did win this, I think it was earlier on this year. I won this in a giveaway from the lovely Laura Galloway, who has a channel here on YouTube called That Galloway Girl, which I will link down below. So I really loved this eyeliner. I wore it every day and I thought it was just so nice. Couple of downsides to it was the fact that it did run out quite quickly, so I don't think there was a ton of product in here. Normally eyeliners last me for so long, but this wasn't kind of the one that you sharpen. It wasn't that kind of variety. It was one of the like twist up kind, and kind of twist up pencils do tend to run out a lot faster than the ones that you sharpen. And the other thing about this product is that it was non-retractable, so once you sort of twisted it up, if you twisted up too much, it was kind of just tough because there was no way of twisting it back down. And I did use lose even a tiny bit of product a few times when I'd sort of like twisted it up a little bit too much and then it kind of broke off. So those were the kind of downsides to this product, but as an eyeliner it was so good and it did really last, and it was really nice and really creamy, and it just went on like a dream. So I did enjoy using this, but I wouldn't necessarily rush out to repurchase it anytime soon, and I do have quite a few other brown eyeliners because I do like wearing brown eyeliner. So that was that. Next is this product, and if you've seen my Empties videos before, or in fact any of my videos before, you might well know that my eyebrow pencil of choice is this one from MUA, and it is the MUA Eyebrow Pencil in Blonde, and it is just £1 from Superdrug or the MUA store online, and I just find that it does the job. And it's not amazing, but for £1 it does what I need it to do, which is just basically fill in my eyebrows and make them look okay. So I like it. I have repurchased it many times in the past, and I will continue to repurchase it again, and I already have repurchased another one which I am using now. And I also like the little spoolie on the end, which is really handy. I think most eyebrow pencils come with those now, but it's still always handy to have. I used up a lip balm, and this is the Balmy Blackcurrant lip balm, and honestly I just adored this thing when I first kind of used it. I thought it was amazing, the packaging was gorgeous, and also it was in a really nice dome shape, well, kind of like a pyramid shape, so you just sort of applied it really nicely. It was a bit like the EOS lip balms, but in a more pyramid kind of shape. And I loved it, but unfortunately quite early on the packaging broke, so the lid just didn't screw on properly, so it could just like fall off all the time so easily. So then I couldn't really carry it around in my bag anymore, so that was disappointing. And then kind of like at the end there was lots of product left in the bottom, and I kind of wanted to dig it out, and I did try digging it out, but after a while I just gave up on that idea because I don't know exactly what happened to the product in there, but it seems to have gone a terrible looking grey colour, which is just not appealing for me to put on my lips at all. I think what's happened is the kind of black ink from the packaging has probably come off and kind of coloured the lip balm a little bit, but whatever's happened, it does not look attractive anymore, so I'm just gonna have to throw that away. But that's annoying because quite a lot of product left in there that I can't really use. It was a nice lip balm aside from the kind of negative aspects of the packaging and the wastage of quite a lot of product, but it definitely was a nice one, and it had sunscreen in, it had vitamin E in, and I did actually purchase a couple more of these in different flavours, so I've definitely got a few more of these to go through, and hopefully I'll enjoy them. Hopefully the packaging won't break, and hopefully I won't be disappointed when I get to the bottom and realise that I just can't really dig out any of the product left in there. So next is some Kleenex shine absorbing sheets. These are powder free blotting papers, again something that I've kind of used for a really long time now, repurchased them many times in the past, and currently have quite a few sat in a drawer ready for whenever I need to pull another packet out to replace any that I've used up. So these just live in my handbag, and I take them with me whenever I can remember to take them with me, which is most of the time, because they are literally just a staple product, and whenever I don't have them with me I usually end up needing them, and I'm like, oh no, what am I gonna do without my Kleenex shine absorbing sheets? Because, you know, if your makeup's been on a really long time and it's starting to look like it needs kind of freshening up a little bit, these things just work magic, and they really do make your makeup look a lot fresher, and they just work wonders. It just, you know, gets rid of any excess oils and just helps keep makeup kind of intact and stops it kind of, you know, melting off your face. So really love these, but I would say that, you know, pretty much any blotting paper is probably going to do the same thing. I just happen to really like these ones, and I also happen to find them pretty cheap in a shop called Home Bargains. at one point, so that was why I really stocked up on them. Next is this Miss Sporty So Clear pressed powder, and this is in the shade 001 Transparent, and this is actually a really nice powder. I remember using this once before and I wasn't too impressed with it, but for some reason this time, maybe it's just the foundation that I've mainly been using recently that this worked particularly well with. The foundation I've been using a lot recently is the Revlon Colour Stay foundation, so maybe this just works particularly well over the top of that foundation, but I really enjoyed it. It's a little bit darker than what I would like, but it's still really nice. And pretty much every powder that claims to be transparent isn't, or translucent. It normally has some colour in it, so that doesn't surprise me. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I don't know if it did anything to reduce blemishes, which it claims to, probably not. But yeah, I liked it and I will repurchase it again. Probably not at full price though, because I think that probably is about £3.99 full price, and for that price I can get the 17 Miracle Matte pressed powder, which is my favourite pressed powder. I used up some hair care things as well. First one being this TRESemme Heat Defense Styling Spray, and I always use heat protectant before I blow dry my hair. I'm not really sure what it does exactly to protect my hair, but you know, I'd rather put something on it than put nothing on it. I'm sure it does something to help protect my hair in some way, even if it's just adding a little extra hydration or moisture just to stop it from getting so dried out with the heat. But I also thought that this definitely did help to smooth my hair and just give it a nicer finish as well. So it wasn't just like a heat protectant that you couldn't really tell whether or not it was doing anything. I did feel like it did give a tangible result as well, in the fact that it seemed to make my hair look a lot more shiny and smooth and frizz-free. So do really like this product, and I have purchased it many times and I will purchase it again too, although at the moment I am using a different heat protectant spray, just because it's cheaper and it seems to work quite well. And now there is a deodorant, and this is the Nivea Pearl and Beauty 48-hour anti-perspirant deodorant, and this is just like a mini travel size, and I really like this deodorant, so much so that I have repurchased it in a full size. It just smells so nice, and I used to use this variety all the time, but just in the spray can instead of the roll-on, but the roll-on works well and I like this a lot. Really nice anti-perspirant deodorant. Back to the hair care now. This shampoo, which you can see I really liked it because I even cut the bottle in half to get everything out of it. But yeah, this is just the Herbalife Herbal Aloe Strengthening Conditioner. Oh, it's not a shampoo, it's a conditioner. I think I still have a tiny bit left in the shampoo, and the shampoo bottle is still in my bathroom. So yeah, this is the conditioner then. And to be honest, I do tend to use up conditioners more quickly than shampoo, just because I tend to use more conditioner on my hair than shampoo. But this was really nice. I don't think it contained anything, you know, what might be considered to be nasty, and it was a really nice conditioner, and I really enjoyed this range, the strengthening shampoo and conditioner from Herbalife, so much so that I purchased the TRESemme Naturals shampoo and conditioner, which I felt were kind of very similar to this, but just at a more inexpensive price point and more easily accessible, since Herbalife products aren't so easily accessible. But yeah, I liked it. I liked the fact that it had aloe vera in it as well, which I think is a good ingredient for hair care. Here is a nail polish remover, and this is the acetone free polish remover from Sally Hansen, and this was a really nice nail polish remover. I had this for absolutely ages though, but it was, you know, conditioning. It contains vitamin E and chamomile, so it didn't leave my nails feeling like they'd been totally kind of dried out or anything, but obviously because it's acetone free, it wasn't quite as, you know, quick at removing certain nail polishes as a nail polish remover that contains acetone, but to be honest it still managed to do a really good job of removing like everything off my nails, so I like it and I would repurchase again. Although I did buy a different nail polish remover just because I wanted to try something different. Here is a, what is this? It's a mouthwash, and this is from Blanx, and this is just the White Shock formula. Just a nice mouthwash that claims to kind of have a whitening effect, so not bad at all. I also used up a hand soap, and this is something that I got just after Christmas in a little gift set during the sales, and this is the Garden Collection Magnolia hand wash, and this came from Boots originally, and this was just a really nice hand wash. I think I still have a hand cream possibly, or a few other products from the gift set that this came with, but it was nice. And I always love like the hand soaps that have the pump dispenser because it's just so handy. I used up some face wipes. These are from Soap and Glory, and these are the Off Your Face 3-in-1 Daily Purifying Cloths, and these were really nice actually. Although I think full price these are about £7, so kind of pricey for some face wipes, but definitely if they were on offer or if they came as part of a gift set again, which is how I got hold of these in the first place, I would definitely be very happy to use them again because they was really nice. And finally, just some Tesco baby wipes. These are so handy. I often use them to kind of just remove the bulk of my makeup before I go in with my second cleanse on an evening, or they're so handy for removing swatches and things like that. Even, you know, if you kind of use most of the packet up and then you just have a few left at the end, then it's a really good idea to throw some in your handbag and just carry them around with you, and then when you're like in Boots or Superdrug or you're anywhere that sells makeup and you're swatching makeup, you can always easily wipe it off your hand. Obviously this is quite a bulky packet to be carrying around when it's full, but like I say, when there's only like 5 or 10 left, then it's pretty handy to throw in your handbag, and just, you know, you never know when a wet wipe might come in handy, especially if you like swatching makeup on a regular basis. So that is it for my empties. That is my basket empty, and I suppose I'll just have to start collecting them again, ready for next month now. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you in another video very soon, and don't forget to let me know what you've used up this month and what's in your bin, and we can talk trash together in the comments. Bye for now.